Hello friends, today's topic is about isotonic contraction. So what happened in this isotonic contraction, which are the causes, which are the biochemical changes and compensatory mechanism of this isotonic contraction that we will look in this video. But before that we will look about the dehydration. So whenever the excessive fluid loss or all over water content of the body is decreasing, and that is called a dehydration. To understand this dehydration easily, it is divided in a three variety, and this three variety that is based on the osmolality of the plasma. So based on that osmolality, this dehydration is categorized in a three types. So it is isotonic contraction, means what happened, the water the fluid loss that is in a equal proportion to the osmolality of the plasma. So main solute in the plasma osmolality, that is the sodium. So here excess loss of the water and sodium is observed, but so osmolality of the plasma is remain same. So it is called isotonic type of the contraction or the dehydration. Further, hypotonic contraction. So what happened, hypotonic means all over water content is more and sodium level is decreased. So here excessive loss of the sodium is observed, that is called hypotonic. One more, that is hypertonic. Here excessive loss of the water and sodium concentration is increased even though there is a hypovolemia or the dehydration. But currently we will discuss about the isotonic contraction and this hypotonic and hypertonic in another video. But what happened in this isotonic, that we will look. So first of all, loss of the fluid or whatever the water content or whatever the fluid loss from our body, that is isotonic, means osmotically it is just similar as a plasma osmolality. Our normal plasma osmolality around 285 to 295 milliosmol. But this loss of the fluid, that is also equal proportionate to the plasma osmolality. So main proportionate or main solute in the plasma, that is sodium. So excessive loss of the water and sodium is observed in this type of contraction. So sodium and water loss is seen. So main causes for this water and sodium loss, that is loss of the gastrointestinal fluid. Now here one thing is that it is not in the form of vomiting and diarrhea. Whenever you are talking about loss of gastrointestinal fluid, commonly it is observed what comes in our mind, that is vomiting and diarrhea, but it is not in the case for the isotonic contraction. Here small intestinal fistula, obstruction and paralytical ileus, they are the main causes of the loss of the fluid, and that is in the form of isotonic contraction. So here one more reason, that is recovery phase of the renal failure. In all these contraction, particularly isotonic contraction is observed. Here we have said that sodium loss is seen. So there is a one question, that is tricky question, whether sodium level is remain normal or not. So here sodium level will remain normal because there is a loss of the sodium, but that is in a equal proportionate to the water loss. So we are measuring sodium in a per deciliter or the per liter, but here liter means that is water content is also lost in this isotonic contraction. So here sodium level will be remain normal. There is not a hyponatremia or hypernatremia. It is particularly normal level of sodium is observed. That is particular characteristic of the isotonic contraction. So further in detail, in this isotonic contraction, osmolality is remain normal because equal proportionate to this water and sodium is lost. So due to that, thirst center will not be activated. So there is no desire of the water is observed in this type of the patient. But overall, due to decreased water content of the body as well as overall volume of the blood will be decreased, and that is leading to the hemo concentration. So high value of the hemoglobin, RBC count, WBC count and platelet count will be observed. So that is called hemo concentration. As well, decreased blood volume, that is leading to the hypovolemia, and overall renal blood flow will be decreased, and that is leading to the uremia and oliguria, means overall urine formation will be decreased, and that is leading to the oliguria. As well, hypovolemia also leading to the hypotension. And due to all this situation, as a compensatory mechanism, when there is a decreased renal blood flow, juxtaglomerular cells of the kidney that will stimulate release of the renin, and due to renin release, what happen, renin angiotensin aldosterone system will be activated. Whenever the aldosterone is activated, that will lead to the increased reabsorption of the sodium. Again in this, there is an antidiuretic hormone secretion is observed, and that lead to the increased reabsorption of the water. So overall reabsorption of water and sodium will be increased, so that normal the volume of the water that will be maintained, of blood volume as well as water content of the body will be maintained by activating this renin angiotensin aldosterone system as well as antidiuretic hormone. So whenever there is isotonic contraction, or simply we can say that dehydration, these type of typical symptoms are seen, like there is a dry mucous membrane, shrunken eyeballs, decreased skin turgor, as well as sometimes consciousness will be decreased, overall decreased urine output and low blood pressure. They are the typical symptoms of the decreased extracellular fluid volume. So what about the treatment? particularly water and electrolyte supply, that is the best treatment, and it is best possibly to give orally. If orally is not possible, then IV saline infusion will be given. Further, IV administration of glucose is also given, but the best treatment for the dehydration, that is ORS. ORS is the best treatment for the dehydration. So that's all about the isotonic contraction.